There are two 2022 dated silver dollars issued by the U.S. Mint we just cannot keep in stock in any format. The earlier one from this year, the 100th anniversary of baseball, with that beautiful privy mark on a special issue for the first time. And then the second issue, which was the Purple Heart, but the colorized version. Both of those coins were only 25,000 made, sold out instantly. But we very rarely have had them in 70. Tonight, for a couple of minutes, here we go. It is that beautiful, outright beautiful Purple Heart release. Again, only 25,000 coins were made. It was sold out so fast, again. But the uniqueness of this coin, and we're going to get into the conversation here in a bit, is the fact that it's not a complete colorization like they did for the basketball coin, where pretty much the entire image, or most of it, was colorized. This is a very, very minute piece. It's the Purple Heart itself in purple that is colorized. Now, what does that mean? It means if you go to NGC's website and look at this coin, knowing that it was released much earlier this year, and if you got the coin and you sent it in for certification, hoping for the Holy Grail, which is a 70, and I mean that because of this one thing. The number of 70s known of this particular coin are...
There's only 3,310. Now, normally, you will see about a percentage of about 30% or so of modern commemoratives grading as perfect 70s. At 3,310 pieces, we're looking at 13%. Not even 20%, obviously not 30%, 13% in perfect 70.
Now, the other thing, too, is on this one, this is that special NGC coordinated this year with the National Purple Heart Honor Mission to use this label, and NGC, whether it's any grade, if you use that label on your coins, they'll give proceeds for the mission itself, just an extra little added bonus. I like it because it really accents the fact that the colorized coin here and then the actual emblem of the mission is very similar. It just really ties out the overall look and feel of the piece. But tonight, we are thrilled not only just to have the colorized coin back in stock, which we haven't had for quite some time. We had this available once earlier this year, once. This is only the second time we've had a 70 of this available. Again, we're at $399.95. We can't find anybody with this type of pricing on a 70. But again, time out. You nailed it with a very, very simple sentence, Allison, and that is the fact that, well, 25,000 sold out, yes, that's the global number. But NGC in population, 70s, the number is tied to how few. And unlike the Proof Silver Eagles of this year, where we're seeing 100,000 coins certified out of 500,000 coins struck, which again is 20%, which is low this year. This one, 13%, which is only 3,310. That is a very, very, very tiny number. And tonight, well, luckily, we have it back in stock.
It's a great design. You have George Washington on that Purple Heart. It can be traced back to 1782 when George Washington established the badge of military merit. And then that date, 1932. February 22nd, 1932 is when General Douglas MacArthur signed the General Order No. 3, which created the modern version of the Purple Heart medal. So all of that is inclusive of this design, the date 1932, the date of the coin 2022, the George Washington on the Purple Heart, all tied in together with that special saying, combat, wounded, and killed in action, and it's a perfect 70.
Well, again, to be in the club, again, my brother-in-law had two of these, right? So when I got my one coin, there was no choice where it was going, right? He served in Vietnam, where many, and again, with the other wars or conflicts that have been out there in the last 20 or 30 years, many of our young men and women have served. And the badge of merit for the thing you don't want to have happen is the Purple Heart, right? Getting wounded in battle. And again, available to all 5 branches of the service, now all 6, if you include Space Force, with that and the overall theme of things. But the U.S. Mint created this program this year. Wonderful theme, tied in the Purple Heart itself on one side, and just the look and feel of the reverse, which is the nurse and the wounded soldier, kind of tying the whole thing together. But the colorized version, and it's a subtle colorization. Where the first coin, again, the basketball coin a couple of years earlier, 2020, had that basketball you couldn't miss, right? This one, subtle to the point, perfect. 25,000, sold out instantly, gone. Try finding them. And now, because of the uniqueness of, this is not just the color, there's a lot of elements here on the grading, from talking to our friends at NGC. Again, hey, there's a lot at work here. It's not only the surface area, but was the colorization perfect? Because it has to be. It's an element of the coin, which is why out of 25,000, we're seeing such a small, small number actually make it to that 70 number. And tonight, again, glad to be able to bring it back for the second time only, and priced, well, again, we can't find anybody this low. We're just thrilled that we have it, and we can push it under 500. And tonight we push it even under that. We went to $3.99 tonight. It's one of those coins where you just want people that would like the coin, have an opportunity, one, to see it, and two, if they can afford the finest, this is, well, the best.
A lot of open fields in the design as well, and that is why there's so few in 70. They needs to be flawless. We have to put a 30-second clock up, please. $399.95 gets you that perfect 70, flawless, with a beautiful design. And again, NGC donated proceeds for every coin they certified to the National Purple Heart Honor Mission. I think that's a fantastic attribute to this piece as well.
Well, I mean, for this piece, the colorized version, where there's only 25,000 coins that they struck, this is the label I would want. Because it's the colorized coin, and then kind of take the Purple Heart into the actual Honor Mission's logo itself, which is on the label.
With the soldier and the tank
with the soldier,
as well.
etc. It just kind of ties the whole thing together. It's a special piece. You can't not take a step back and it's a special piece. And now, because of how this was made and the uniqueness of how it was made, how few of them are making the perfect 70, again, we're late in the year, 3,310, that's it. Makes it special. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate the opportunity on this one. Glad that many of you can join us. On this one, if you're visiting us via the web and you want to hang around for a while, by the way, thank you. Push this one through your shopping cart. We are that close to a sellout, which means it would be a horrible conversation with Hunter and the crew saying it's sold out, and we wouldn't, I just don't want to go there. So please just help us out if you're interested and lock this one down right now.